This is your one and only Firespark81 with your daily dose of video goodness. Happy holidays, everyone. So before we get into the tips, I have a quick message. Something I've been wanting to do for a while now is give back to the community because you all are amazing and the ones who make all of this possible. Thank you all so much for all the awesome love and support you have given me these past few months. Unlike other channels, I'm not going to tell you to like, comment, and subscribe so you can win something, because that's not how we do things here, and because honestly, I don't want you to do any of those things if you don't want to do them in the first place. Also, I don't want some random person to just come along and leave a comment saying, "Hook me up with sweet loots, bro," to receive a gift that should go to someone who has been a valued member of the community. If you want more info on my attempt to give back to the community that has given so much to me, or if you have any questions, check out the Firespark81 subreddit. I'm not going to bore you with all the details in this video. So, without further ado, at StylesUK on Twitter, thank you so much for sharing one of my videos and helping the community grow. You guys have no idea how much sharing just one video helps out. I would like to give you the gift of 1 month of Humble Bundle Monthly. That is a mouthful. So you can enjoy over $100 worth of games and 10% off the Humble store for 1 month. Please contact me on Twitter so that I can get this to you. Also, please note, I'm in no way at all affiliated with Humble Bundle, although I could be, hint hint, Humble Bundle. And to all of my other much valued members of the community, I'm sorry I cannot give more, but I hope to do this every month, so please stick around and continue helping the community grow, and maybe next month we can do this again. Okay, on to the pro tips. All right, everyone, I have got some awesome tips for you today. And these are super pro tips, some of which could be game breaking. The first tip I'm going to show you is 2 different auto tree farms. Now, pretty much all of these tips, except for this one right here that I'm going to show you, this easy early game tree farm, are from other people. I'm not going to call them out and do all that. I'm just going to show them on the screen so you'll know who they're from. It'll probably be in the upper right hand corner. Did a decent size, and it'll display the whole time I'm showing you the tip so that you know the tip came from that person. Now, some of these have came from Reddit and I kind of tracked them down on the forums, and then others have come from awesome people in our community on the channel. Okay, so this first tip here, this one was actually from one of the people on our channel, and it's an auto tree farm. All you have to do, hit this switch, and bam, there you go. Look at all that tree fell in action. So how does it work? Well, it's actually insanely simple. There is a trap door or secret trap door, and what it does is it creates a trap door using whatever the background is. This one's slightly glitched and I'm not sure why. I think it has something to do with the color changing of the dirt depending on what planet you're in. These can be made in the wiring station. You can also pick them up in dungeons. All you have to do to place them is just make sure you have some type of background. So I'm gonna come down here real quick so I don't screw anything up there. So if I want to place it, all I have to do is create some background here. It looks for background blocks so that it knows what to copy, and then you can just place it on that background block like that. You want to make sure that it is dirt, and then when you activate it, it essentially becomes dirt. So the game doesn't know any better and thinks that, oh, hey, that's just a dirt block. You can totally plant trees on that. So you can see here, I can plant the trees without any issues whatsoever. I actually have 2 trap doors here and they are wired to a switch. So then if we skip a little bit of time, the trees will grow. Let's get back to daylight here. And all I have to do is hit this switch, the trapdoors go away, and the trees fall. And that's all fine and good, and you're like, oh, that's great, but what am I going to do early game when I really need tons of wood without having to deal with a lot of issues, and that wiring station can be hard to get? Well, I saw that and I came up with this awesome technique, and this was partially due to a post that I found on Reddit, and they patched out what the original user had, but you know, Firespark worked the game a little bit and found a way to still get this to work for you guys. So what you want to do is find these really tall swamp trees. These can be found in forest planets and jungle planets. So either one of those, you should be able to find the swamp biome and you will find these trees. So that should be easy for you to get early game. Those are relatively easy planets to handle early game and shouldn't be any bit of an issue. Once you get them, what you want to do is you want to set up something similar to this. You need at least 2 blocks right here to plant your sapling on, and then what the sapling does is it looks to the right to see if it has something to grow on. If it doesn't have anything to grow on, it will not grow. It'll just keep bouncing from a little mid sapling back down to a little tiny sapling. I don't know if you all have ever noticed that, but when you plant these, the sapling in the little pod actually changes. But anyway, so it'll just keep doing that and won't grow. What you do in order to get it to grow is to create one of these wooden hatches. These are super easy to get early game and really easy to craft. And you want to place it and then place another dirt block for the hatch to grow to. All you have to do is open the hatch and then the tree falls. So I will show you the whole planting of that from the beginning here and how it works from start to finish. So you need your 2 little dirt blocks right here. And then your trapdoor. See, right here's our trapdoor, and then 1 more block for the trapdoor to connect to. So what you could do after that is continue on with this pattern. So you could do this again, have your 2, and then have another trapdoor, and then 2, and then so on and so on and so on. So let's skip some time, force this to grow. Okay, it's grown. So now all we have to do is hit it. The trapdoor opens. It doesn't have a full base, and bam, there you go. Easy, super early game tree harvesting auto setup. You can hook all of these to one switch and just have a huge row of them and fell them all at one time. Really awesome technique for early game wood harvesting. Okay, this next tip is also from Reddit, and it involves a glitch with the Fluffalos. All you have to do is place them and then immediately leave your planet. So now that we left the planet, I'm going to force some time movement, and hopefully if we go back, you should see the glitch. Now notice I only placed 1 egg, all right? So let's force a little bit of time, skip it around, and force the growth of that Fluffalo. Okay, that should have been enough. Let's beam back down to the planet. And you can see we now have 2 Fluffalos. This is the 3rd time I've done this glitch. I've only used the fire one. I don't know. I just keep buying the fire egg. And every time it works perfectly. All you have to do is, and you don't like, I cheated to move the time forward, but you don't have to do that. It works regardless. The first time I did this, I did it actually the first and second time just to make sure that it worked that I did it. I did not move the time at all. I allowed it to happen naturally. Every time you double your freaking Fluffalos. You get 2 for the price of 1. All you have to do, place the egg, leave the planet, wait patiently, come back once they've hatched. They need to hatch while you're not on the planet. If they hatch while you're on the planet, it's fine. If they hatch while you're not on the planet, you end up with 2 for 1 egg. So this next glitch involves bosses, and honestly, this glitch is the most game-breaking glitch I think I've ever seen. So you can do this with pretty much any of the bosses that don't have a door leading to the chest that you get at the end. So for example, the monkey, the mini-nog here, mini-nog, however you call it, the dumb monkey, he doesn't work because when you go back, you can't get through the door. But there are a lot of other ones that work, and I'm going to use the mining facility because it's super easy for me to get through as an example of this trick. Basically what this trick does is it allows you to harvest the chest at the end of a boss battle infinite number of times. So we're just going to run through this as quickly as possible. And I'm going to skip this, and I'll come back when we get to the boss, and I'll defeat the boss and show you how it goes from there. Alright, so we're here at the boss. All you have to do, go through, fight the boss just like you would normally fight the boss. So I'm going to kill this guy real quick. Should be a quick battle. We'll speed things up just a little bit for you guys. Okay, so once you've beaten the boss, this is where you have to pay close attention because this is where the trick works. So you beat the boss, you come over here, you get your chest. I'm just going to delete all of these items so that you can verify that when we come back, it will be a new instance and a new chest. So you can see I've cleared everything out of this chest. It's completely empty. Now you're going to go through and exit like you normally would. It's going to take you to the outpost. Once you are at the outpost, you're just going to run to the left. And what you want is this gate right here. You're going to stand on it, you're going to activate it, you're going to click return the gate. What this does is this gate always takes you to the last teleporter that you used. So it's going to create a new instance and take you back to the last teleporter that you just used, which is the boss teleporter. You can see we're right back at the boss room, and you can head on over. And right here you have a brand new chest full of more goodies. And like I said, it won't let you through a door backwards. So you can see here, we got a brand new Icarus Horror down here, but you can't get to it because you can't get through the door. So this will work on any boss that doesn't have a door leading to the chest, you know. So basically you want your teleporter and your chest in the same room. And so far I've tested that with the Dragon boss and the Icarus boss. So those two I know for sure. The monkey does not work. I know the monkey doesn't work because he has a door, but you know, at the beginning, if you start right off at the beginning and you can harvest this chest an infinite number of times after you beat the Icarus Horror once, that's the most game-breaking thing I think I've ever seen. And honestly, this will probably get patched really quickly, so abuse it now. Okay, this last glitch slash bug slash whatever you want to call it also comes from the community, and it involves impeccable timing. You basically have to throw down an item right before it's used. So to demonstrate this first, it works with bandages and food. I'm going to take a little bit of fall damage here. A little bit more fall damage here. Hopefully that doesn't kill me. Okay. So I have some fall damage and I have 20 bandages. So all I have to do is, and you want to do it when your hand gets about right here. See the cursor? When your hand gets about right here, you need to throw the items. And you won't use any, but the effect will still happen. So let's see if I can do it. I can do it 1 out of every 5 times or so. Okay, so you can see my health went up and we still have 20 bandages. Let's try it again. And once again, still have 20 bandages and health went up. And the same works for food. So you can see we have 3 tomatoes here. And this one's a little bit more difficult for me, but we'll try it again. Once again, when your hand gets about right here, you throw it. And you can see we got the overfilled buff. We're super full belly and we ate the food and we still have 3 tomatoes. This isn't super OP. But it is OP in the fact that early game, when you're starving for food, if you're playing in survival mode and you're really hurting for food and you need to get that garden going, you can use this to your advantage by basically taking a bite and throwing the food on the ground and then picking it back up infinite number of times. Will allow you that extra bit of time that, you know, could be the difference between dying and not dying. Yeah, it's super cheaty, but you know, technically it's not cheating if the game allows it. It's creative use of game mechanics. Remember that, kids. And that is gonna call it for this video. If you like this video, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought. If you're shy and you don't like to comment, just hit that thumbs up button and show your support. Until next time, happy holidays and thanks for watching.